Hey, what's up guys? In this video I will show you how to sculpt wrinkles right inside of Blender using either a mouse or a pen tablet. Now I'll be using my mouse just to showcase that it can be done using a mouse, but feel free to follow along using your favorite pen tablet. Alright, let's get started. Over here I have a preview object. This is a t-shirt that I simulated right inside of Marvelous Designer, and I'm going to be using this as my reference. Then again, I recommend using real life reference. I'm going to be using my mouse today because I'm lazy, but also because I want to show you that you can in fact sculpt with a mouse. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to quickly model the t-shirt. All right, that's good enough. So let me bring this a bit more down so we can capture the front part. This should go up. So before I sculpt on this, I will always make a duplicate because you never know what might happen with your model. I'm gonna Shift D duplicate it, and then I'm gonna create a new collection. Call up my archive and I'll shut the eye off. And it's just there as a backup now, but I don't need it right now. So for this mesh, I will apply my modifiers. Then I will set the origin to 3D cursor in this case. And if I enable wireframe over here, turn the opacity down, I can at least see how much geometry I've got. So this is not nearly enough. This has to be incredibly dense. So add a multi-resolution modifier. I'm gonna turn off optimal display because I want to see how dense the mesh gets. So I'm gonna subdivide it to level 4. I might need to go higher than that, but I'll see that in a second. Turn this off for now. I'm going into sculpt mode. So there's a few brushes that I like to use. I mainly use the clay strips for adding a lot of detail. I use the crease brush to add sharp cuts. I use the inflate a lot as well, and then the smooth brush, but you can access that by just pressing shift and sculpting. So there's a lot to do. Let's first turn on mirror mode, and I will use the snake hook brush. So I'm gonna turn down the intensity, the strength, and I'm going to shape this t-shirt a bit more like over here because it looks a bit too clay-like almost. Like, that doesn't look like a real t-shirt. And one more thing I should definitely mention is that if you sculpt big details and you use a multi-res or a Dynotopo, make sure the quality isn't set too high, or on the multi-res make sure it's not subdivided too much. So this is why I like to use the multi-res, because I could just go down to level 2. Right, so if I go to level 4, you see it's very dense, but I can go down to level 2 and sculpt the big changes here. And when I need the details, I can go higher. Now we can sculpt the bigger details using the mirror modifier, but as you get to these details over here, I definitely recommend to turn it off to make the wrinkles look more random. Let's create our first wrinkles. I want to go for this big one on the back, so pretty symmetrical. So for now I'm going to be using my mirror mode here. So as you can see, just adds these big strips of clay, hence the name. So right here is a big ditch, so I'm holding down Control to carve inside the mesh. You see, it inverts it. There's a very harsh crease right here, so I'll be using the crease brush for that. Let me turn off mirror mode here. Symmetry. I've been calling it the wrong thing this whole time. Symmetry mode. There we go. And I'm gonna sculpt each side separately now. Sometimes you can get blinded by the way the matte cap is shading stuff. Like, it could be a bit confusing. So switching to a different matte cap definitely helps. You see how I did that? You basically lay down a strip, or a couple, right? Make my brush big, and I'm gonna smooth it out on the tips. Like that, and then the other side as well. I'm not holding down the smooth button, I'm just clicking while brushing away. And feel free to do this, go pretty harsh on this because the effects will still be there. It's just going to be very subtle, which is fine. There we go. So here is our simulated t-shirt, simulated in Marvel's Designer. And here is our sculpted t-shirt, all done using just a mouse. You can tell some of these creases haven't been captured properly here, but I would say spend more time on them and you can really get them properly in there. But yeah. All right, there we go, guys. This is the final results with some lighting and, you know, a little reminder to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want more videos like this. I'll be doing another video on how to make a real-time scene in Blender using Eevee very soon, so you can expect that one. Alrighty, I hope you guys learned something from this. If you liked it, again, subscribe and check out my channel. I'll be uploading every week on the weekends. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.